The purpose of this video is to show what kind of effects and what kind of operations I do in the Gimp, which is an image editor for Windows and Linux. And what kind of operations I do every time I put a text on an image. And what I would love to know is that if I can optimize this process in some way, or if there is like automation plugins or whatever for Gimp that can optimize this process, because I do this a lot of times. Though it doesn't take much time, but if I do it enough times, it will save me a lot of time if I can just do it automatically. I've tried to download and install Gimp Automata, which you can find on this link here. And what happens when you install this, you will get under your filters, you get this Automata and you get this grabber and reproducer. So if you grab something, you will need to give it a name like test2, and then you start doing your operations, and when you finish you just hit escape on your keyboard and then it finishes. And when you go into filters and Automata and you want to reproduce it, you can see that there is like test2 and text drop shadow and alien glow here, but this doesn't really work that well. So it's very buggy. So I'm just curious if there are other things you can do, or is this the way you do it currently in the version of Gimp we have that is stable right now, the 2.8.22. So what I do is, first I have this text, and then I go into the layers, and no, actually not. First I go into the layer and I go to layer to image size, and I use shortcuts for my keyboard, so it's not so slow as to show with the mouse, but it's easier to follow when making this video. And then I go into my layers here and copy that layer, and then I work on the lower layer. So this is just a copy of that layer, and when I'm here on this layer I can begin to apply my filters, and I have recently used. So first I apply the alien glow with the black color, and when that happens, I don't really know why it's getting a dark background, but I delete the black background, and then I delete this black layer because I want it to be white here. And then I go to the top layer, and then I can apply the drop shadow layer also, and then it looks quite nice and it's easy to read on any background almost. So that's pretty nice. And then I save it for further, like if I need to change it. So I use the standard format of the Gimp, and then I export it as a JPEG file. And when that is exported, and all this is just the same what I do, and I would just like to repeat this workflow. It would be amazing if we could do this with record like a macro or automated something. I know we have scripts and Python scripts, script-foo and stuff like that, but it's just not as accessible and easy, because it takes too much time to learn the different scripts compared to how fast you could do this with just recording what you're doing, which is possible in many other programs. So I'm just asking, am I missing something? Did I overlook something? Because I know this is a free program and you cannot just ask people to use their free time to develop this, but it would be a very nice feature to have in the future if somebody is thinking about working on it. Thank you.